Bro, I swear red terracotta is literally impossible to find.
Hey. Well.
What the f... I just had 3 different people join me all at once. And Augie's inside of my chat. He said, hey, welcome, loser. Wow. Sounds about right.
I am tired.
Alright. Well then I guess go to bed, attention, for right now. I guess you could be inside the super stream. I guess, I don't know. I really don't know anymore. I had like 3 different people all join me at once and I'm like, oh god almighty! Yeah, I can see why, because it's like, if she's doing that over the little stuff, then I get that.
I think my brother is in the stream ride NKW. Good night.
I think my... Yeah. And considering it's not the first couple of weeks of school anymore, you should be fine. I think my brother is in the stream. Right. NKW. What's NKW stand for? And I'm about to completely leave my stuff.
Little bro, leave this stream. Emoji pensive face.
Yeah.
I like Minecraft.
Yeah. I just do it because it helps chill me out a little bit.
My brother is in the chat right now.
Well, that's cool. What? Yeah, your test is 20%. You know, Elon Musk
Minecraft
is saying freaking...
Time.
Like, Elon Musk was going on to where you're just like, why do we still have kids in school? He's just like, we beat it into their head so many times that they literally lose it because they're too busy talking to their other friends to actually care about the subject anymore. No, he's acting like, okay, whatever. Yeah.
I was the one like the video.
Like, excuse me, you didn't even graduate from that. Oh, that'd be a good way to get grounded. I'm sorry, but like, yeah.
Dude, leave the stream or I'll tell mom.
See, and that's what happens to Jordan, and that's what I feel really bad for her about. It's the fact that she has to deal with that on a daily basis. Where it's just like, if she's not getting straight A's, then she's a failure of a daughter. And I'm like, bro, having grades has nothing to do, because if I really wanted to, I could get straight A's, but am I learning? Am I learning the concept that you're throwing at me? I feel like that's what
Boy,
school should
stop.
be about. I feel like that's what school should be about. It shouldn't be about just, oh, you have an A. Oh, you're doing really good. You must really know this concept. Because for all you know, I could just be having somebody else do all of my work, and you would never know it. You might think I just bombed the test out of nervousness or something else. Yeah. Honestly, dropping out, I heard, makes it so much hard to get a job, even with GEDs and stuff. Yeah. I feel like that's what the system is nowadays. It's like before it used to be the people control the government. Now it's the government controls the people. And I feel like it's the same with the freaking school systems. It's like, oh, it's like you have, like, let's say for instance, like you, Robert, like let's just say for instance that like you have autism. They'd be like, oh, you have autism. Let's set him up with like a different class or like an extension or like a one-on-one tutor or something to help him learn. And nowadays it's like, oh, he has autism, he needs to go to this very specific school that costs like $3,000 a month. Yeah, I feel like, bro, like you can literally be diagnosed with anything nowadays. It's like if you start getting freaking nervous about a test, anxiety, you yell at somebody every once in a while, you can get arrested for freaking disturbance of the peace and domestic violence and anger issues and everything else. You know, they could tell you have anger issues. It's like I feel like the world's gone way too soft. It's like, and the same thing about like the guns or whatever. It's like I get it. You're trying to like stop freaking school or not school, yeah, school shootings and stuff. But like, I don't think taking away everyone's guns is gonna solve it because people are still gonna be able to get guns illegally. Yeah. It's like you can try all you want, except it's usually not the norm of people who actually try to defend themselves who are out there killing people. Because any person who's ever, sorry, except any person who's ever been or who's ever joined the NRA has never actually committed a school shooting. Ever. Alright, well, you can talk now. Sorry, I just had a rant a little bit. Yeah. You're like, buddy, you could barely afford to stay inside of your own truck. I don't want to hear it. Yeah.
Leaving now.
Alright, see you later, Augie. Yeah, you need to be the freaking expectation. Or you need to be what you want to see in your child. Or at least set the best example possible. Not everyone's a freaking Stephen Hawking who can do everything right. Oh, by the way, I got you a shulker that has like a ton of terracotta. I'm going to put it inside of your red room chest. Be in mind, I think this is on stream, but whatever. Nobody ever watches past streams.
You mean August little brother. Bay.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. Augie was talking. Yeah. I'll just place down all the terracotta like next to your chest or something. It's inside of a shulker. I know it's not too much, except it's like a top half. And if you need
Bye.
more, I can go grab more. Alright, bye.
I meant bye.
Alright, goodbye.
Dude, leave my friend's stream.
I feel like that's what school is nowadays. It's like you're either normal and you're with all of us, or you're different, you're regular, and we don't like you. And it's like you're always told when you're little, at least when I was, just like, be different, don't follow the crowd. It's like, be someone different from the rest of the world. You know, like freaking Elon Musk and the person who created Amazon and the people who created YouTube. It's like they were different, they broke off. But it's like now if you break off from being quote unquote normal, you get freaking screamed at and say that you're dumb.
We share accounts, so we were arguing on the stream if you were wondering.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, bull crap. Have you seen my hair? Nobody cares if you have freaking like roughed up blonde hair. Blonde hair is straight, so it never really gets that bad. Yeah. I hate that you can get arrested or say that you have a mental disorder or whatever. If like you do something wrong, it's like if you think you know more than anybody else, and it's like freaking, I forgot what it's called. I can't remember what it's called. Oh no, I just think it's crazy the stuff. Because it's like some of the stuff I do think is serious, like schizophrenia and pedophilia and pedophilia or whatever. But like seriously, is it really a mental disorder to get stressed at a test? It's like everyone's gonna be at least a little bit stressed if they're going up against like an SAT or something. Don't act like. I think that's something a lot of people get wrong, is because it's like they've probably only ever done like an SAT once and studied really super hard for it and just didn't care for it or whatever. And so they're just like, oh well, everybody else must do this. It's just like, no, everybody else is doing something at least a little bit different. feel like that's what's wrong with our country nowadays, is now we're quote unquote too politically correct. Now instead of it being like retard or stupid or dumb or whatever, it's cognitively delayed. And it's like the racism thing, I get, because yeah, that really was unfair. And the same thing for women. It's like they shouldn't be getting paid less even if they have more education. It's like I get that. It's like they want that to be the same, which I totally understand. It's like I see equality in that, except I think where people take it too far is where women get shorter sentences for the same crimes that men do and stuff. It's like, how come they get different treatment just because they have fucking tits and a fucking vagina? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And honestly, it's like I feel like our world's getting way too overprotective about germs. I feel like that's probably the reason why I was trying to get superbugs, because every time we even get like a small headache, oh, time to take an aspirin, it's like you're using it so much that they're gonna start becoming immune to freaking aspirin and the other stuff that you use against it, because they're all pretty similar. And then you're gonna be like, oh, it's unstoppable. It's not unstoppable. It still would have been stoppable now if we didn't all use freaking Advil and aspirin and everything else every time we even got a little bit sick. You know why I think Mexico fails to be like a more than just a third world country about, I guess? It's because of their politics. It's just like their complete freaking just their complete system is completely screwed up and messed up, and they don't know what they're doing, because if they knew what they if they knew how to govern right or whatever, it's like Mexico wouldn't be nearly as bad as it is. Not to mention they could be making literally like millions of dollars, if not billions, off of just the oil they have there. But it's because their economy and stuff is too messed up.
K.
I feel like that's why most systems eventually fail, is because somebody messes up along the lines of where they go against the entire thing. Because in the I can't remember if it's the Bill of Rights or the Constitution. I think the Constitution, where it says the people will run the government, and if the government ever starts uh, running the people, then the people will revolt. Where the hell is our revolt then? I thought there were no secrets in America. Like, yeah. Yeah. That's how I am, because it's like, if I really wanted to succeed in school, like, if I really put my mind and motivation towards it, I could probably get, like, straight A's. But I don't see what impact it has. Cool, I have all A's now. How does this affect my life? It really doesn't. Yeah. Yeah, it's not like how you could go back in the 50s and the 60s where you could just have a high school diploma or not even have one and just go work at a company. It's like it's not like that anymore. It's like now you at least have to have a bachelor's in order to get a moderately good job, which will put you like $100,000 in debt. And so then you spend the next 4 years of your life trying to get yourself out of debt, or using credit cards to try and stay on it. And little do you know, you're just slowly building up all of that credit that you eventually gotta pay back.
Back.
Wicked. Cool. I feel like a lot of people who say like they set up a perfect government inside their country, it's like it's always those people who always have like the most messed up countries. Because Mexico thinks their government's all great and fancy, and I'm like, well then how come you don't get on about your freaking like meth and cocaine and heroin, you know, drug thing that's going on over there? Because heroin is really bad, I guess, down in freaking southern New Mexico or southern Mexico. And it's because they make like heroin and cocaine in freaking the Brazil area. And so all they need to do is just ship it up a little bit, and boom, you've already made 20, and then you've already made 20 grand. I'm not saying like, I'm not saying that our country's perfect either, because we don't. We have gun laws, and then we fight over every little thing that happens inside of our country, like who won a presidential debate or whatever. But it's like, when it really comes down to it, aren't we all just trying to do one thing, which is try and fix America? And they're all like, yeah. And I'm like, well then why are we all fighting over who's the freaking presidential candidate? Oh, because this one was gonna do that. Does it really matter? It's like, it's still probably gonna end up to the same exact thing. It's like, I really don't care. It's like, as long as we get the freaking problems fixed inside of our country that we need fixed. Like, partially, like what freaking Trump says. It's like, it's like we partially need a wall because, let's face it, everybody could jump over that wall now. And it's like now people aren't even jumping over that wall and like running up like towards the north area. It's like now they're literally just hopping the wall. And then when Border Patrol comes, they're just like, I seek asylum. And then you have to take them in because they seek asylum. It's like, it's not even like they're just trying to get away from their country and not be deported back. It's like they're just like, oh, asylum, asylum, asylum. Yeah. It's like, I get if you're trying to come to a better life or whatever, or it's like if you come to America to try and get a better life, like I understand that, you know, the act of pursuit, happiness, and to follow your dream or whatever it is. But like, don't come to America and be like, oh, we should change like all the signs to be my language, you know, Spanish, you know, French, whatever. It's like, no, you came to America to, you know, live out your dream, not for us to change everything for you. That's what happened in Britain. It's like, they're like, yeah, you gotta pay taxes or whatever for tea. And so, you know, the freaking Boston Tea Party happened. They're like, oh, you know what, never mind. Because they realized, hey, we really don't care what you say. This is us. This is our freaking country. We make the rules at our own country. And Britain realized that and they backed off the freaking taxes. I just say how divided our world's becoming. How divided and how separate we're all becoming. Because, you know, you don't need to socialize with people, or you don't need to talk face to face with people anymore because of freaking computers and phones. And it's like, I get that. It's like if they're far away, you know, like other side of the world or in Europe or a different state or something, like I get that. It's like text them, call them, talk to them on a computer or something. Except it's like, you do not need to freaking call them if they're literally just upstairs. It's like, really? Do you really have to call them because you're downstairs and they're upstairs? I'll never understand when our freaking nation started splitting. Because like 100 years ago there was still racism going on. It's like, sure, racism was bad, except at least our country wasn't split. I mean, it was split, except not nearly as bad as it was now, because back then it was like, black people here to their water fountains, white people here to their fountains. It's like, that was the biggest argument we've ever had, was it's like, you know, you go to that fountain, and you guys go to the other fountain or whatever. It's like, okay. It's like, I'm not saying racism or whatever isn't, you know, isn't bad, because it was. I'm just saying it's like, really, if that was the biggest rip we had in our economy at that time, compared to now, I think I'd rather have racism. Because it's like, at least the worst that would happen is like a freaking argument breaks out, maybe a small fight, you just over like color of skin or whatever. Which I don't think somebody should be, you know, judged off the color of their skin, because I don't really see difference. I don't really see difference in it. I don't see the difference between somebody being black. That doesn't mean they're less skilled at one particular thing. Hell, they could be better than you than in everything. You never know that. like what, getting pregnant at 17? Oh! Sorry, but you know, too good. Well, maybe I could break his mom's record.
Should do Fortnite video again.
Should do another Fortnite video? Yeah, I probably will. I'm probably gonna set up another compilation of me just dominating kids in creative, I guess. But I need to edit that out, and that takes freaking forever. But okay. I've been thinking about that for a while, and I'm like, damn, I actually haven't posted a video in forever.
Yeah.
The thing I've mostly just been doing is freaking live streams, and that's about it. Bro, I need mending for the freaking Elytra.
I thought you need 1,000 subscribers to...
No, you don't. You need 1,000 subscribers to get super donations, or whatever they're called. Or to get donations on YouTube. People can't donate to you until you have 1,000 subscribers. Until you have 1,000 subscribers and 40,000 hours watch time or whatever. That's when they could donate to you. But for me, it's not really about the donations at all. It's just more about having fun about a game. I like playing. I'm talking about what's on my mind. Because honestly, I can care less about what people think. Oh, you talk about politics on your channel. It's like, for the most part, I do keep it out. But every once in a while, that's going to come across my mind. I'm going to talk about it. And I may get your feelings all hurt, but whatever. It's like... And if you really dislike it that badly, then just stop watching me if I really offend you that badly. If you get offended when I say, oh, Trump should or shouldn't build a wall, then, like, really, it's... Ooh, bane of arthropods. But when it really comes down to it, it's like, really, if you find my opinion that annoying, then just, like, stop listening to it. Opinions are like buttholes. Everyone has them, bro.
I like your world badly, Minecraft Dell.
Yeah, it's still a really big work in progress. Robert actually helped with a lot of this. He built this right here, because before it used to just be a little tiny wood shack.
Mine got deleted.
Oh, that sucks. That does suck. I wish you could get books from the enchantment you take off from the grindstone. But then you just have people fishing all the time just getting stuff. So I see why they don't do that. One thing I don't think I'll ever get in on my channel is freaking religion, because religion is where it really starts getting touchy. Because some people are just like, I'm atheist, and other people are just like, I'm Christian, I'm Methodist, yada yada yada. I'm just like, I don't really care if you worship a god or not. It's like, as long as you aren't shoving it in my face, I don't really care. I don't care if you believe in a Big Bang Theory or that a snail made the universe or whatever. I really don't. It's like, you think what you want to think, I'll stay on my side, you know. Yeah, religion is definitely something I'll probably never talk about. What? Religion and probably the girls that I like for now, at least, because I don't have any. I mean, I might have one in mind, but that's still a maybe. I really don't know.
My world got deleted.
Bro, that does suck. That sucks. That really does. And breaking, thank you very much. Ooh, feather falling. And breaking, and then I guess I could add that on with the freaking elytra. Actually, I can probably work on some XP out here. I'm gonna put this away so that way that doesn't disappear in case I do die. Be gone, thought. Oh, bro, I was versing Angel earlier in Mortal Kombat. Hello.
Me.
Yeah. I'd say I only probably have one complaint about Walden. Only one. I'd just say it's like the security, because their security there is just plain garbage, let's face it. Adrian thinks I like Jessica now just because I talked to her during freaking math.
Do
And I'm
what I
like,
do, grab a fishing rod and hook a zombie while you're
no, I'm good, bro. I'd rather just, you know, murder them. Not to mention I'm trying to get XP right now. And I don't have an XP grinder set up yet. I'm hoping to get one set up, but God knows how long that'll take. Level 5. Go away. You're smelly. You're smelly. You're smelly. How fun. Oh my gosh, why do you have such a tiny hitbox? I don't get why people think I like Juliet just because I talked to her during freaking math. I treat freaking Jessica like how I treat Vanessa. You know, I tease her a little bit, but that's about it. It's not like I'm making flirtatious moves towards her. It's not like I'm being like, damn, you looking sexy or something. I'm just like, hey,
It's
what's up?
annoying when people do that.
Oh, I hate you. God almighty. Honestly, I'm probably about to just top off because I'm getting really, really tired. So I'm probably gonna head back to the house real quick. Ouch. Hello, other person. Goodbye, other person. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get off. There's not a witch inside the house, is there? Nope. Oh, don't tell me you're like right under me. A freaking witch. Nah, it ain't. Okay, cool. Well, I'm probably gonna get off for the night, guys. So, I'll probably catch y'all later.